Breaking Bad happened because he wasn't in the movie, I believe. I think that would have conflicted. If he had been in that, it might not have worked out for Breaking Bad. So, the world wins because we get to have that show.
David, so lovely to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm doing good over here. It's day 2 of press, so it's a fun way to start talking about the movie, get people excited about it, and I'm happy to hear a lot of the responses.
Oh, I love that. So I wanted to talk about your collaborations with Danny McBride to start with. This is another project between you two. What is it about these iconic horror franchises that you both love working together on?
Oh, we just love movies, and we have a very vivid childhood of movies, and music is a big part of our intake in culture, and as we always look to each other to remind ourselves that there's a 14-year-old in there that's just honored to be where we are, to have the opportunities that we have, and to pinch yourself when you're in the sandbox on an Exorcist movie or a Halloween movie or the comedic movies we get to make together. So it's fun to be able to share these moments with your friends, because the world can get pretty cynical, and there's a lot of egos and psychology at play, but to be able to keep it as joyous as we've been able to do it, where we can keep each other in check and be here for the right reasons. It's nice.
That's such a fantastic answer. You're living the dream. It's amazing. So
beyond,
you guys
beyond the dream. I mean, neither of us would have ever imagined. When we met in film school as just two geeks on the dormitory floor, we never would have imagined this was going to get real, but it got real.
That's amazing. So like I said, you guys have managed to successfully bring back 2 huge horror franchises in Halloween and now The Exorcist. If you could bring back another franchise to the big screen, what would it be? Because I would love to see you guys take on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That would be interesting. I think horror, I don't know that we would jump into a horror movie, but I do love the idea of revisiting these movies that did mean so much to us as young moviegoers, and I think there's a lot of fun to that. Chainsaw was one of those movies that was like Exorcist. It was very much forbidden. That was the movie you were not allowed to see under any circumstances until you're 100 years old. I love to see what people have. I was revisiting Chainsaw 2 a few months ago, and I was reminded about how much fun that was. I'd totally forgotten. So there's definitely invention to be had, reinvention to be had, and I'm always curious to see where people go with it. But I'm not afraid of a reboot, as you know. But I would probably sidestep horror for a moment and then come back to it in a little bit. Yeah.
Make something like The Goonies and then go straight into another horror like Massacre. That'd be amazing.
or Revenge of the Nerds or something. One of these. Yeah, I always liked these movies that were a little taboo as a kid. That I thought I was getting away with something, and I still have that feeling today, where my mom asked me if she should see the new Exorcist movie, and I'm not sure she should, but I might trick her into seeing it just for my own sick pleasure.
I've got to tell you that Pineapple Express is one of my favorite movies, and I've always wanted to ask you this: is it true that Bryan Cranston auditioned for the movie, but you and Judd didn't think he'd make a convincing drug dealer? Because if that's true, that is an incredible story.
That is not true, but we were in talks to put him in the movie, and because I'm a huge fan of his. He can do anything he wants in any movie, anytime, because he's one of my heroes. It was not true that we didn't want him to be in the movie, because he would have been incredible. Gary Cole was also incredible. But he was in the early talks of the movie. He was a part of those conversations, which was pretty cool. But here's true. I'll tell you true though. True is Breaking Bad happened because he wasn't in the movie, I believe. I think that would have conflicted. So I feel like if he had been in that, it might not have worked out for Breaking Bad. So the world wins because we get to have that show.
That is amazing.
And I'll win when I get him in a movie.
For sure. I've been doing this job a long time. That's the best exclusive I've ever had. That's amazing.
Check my dates on that, but I think I'm right.
That is incredible. Finally, very, very quickly, I loved how many references there are to the original movie. When you're developing projects like this, are you actively trying to tie those in for fans, or do they come up organically?
In Halloween, I'm trying to tie them in for fans. In Exorcist, they come up organically.
Wow. So like the music was always going to be there. I can't say too much about other stuff, but
yeah,
all that sort of stuff.
There's things that I do for me Like, there's a couch that you'll see the arm of a couch in Chris McNeil's house in our film that was the exact couch that was in The Exorcist in her apartment that she was renting for that project. So Ellen took that couch home with her after they wrapped the movie to fill up her empty apartment. And then I said, that's the same couch. We're bringing it to Georgia and we're going to put it on our movie. But fans will never know that. But I know that. She reupholstered it. It looks different. Organic and spiritual and all that stuff is a big part of what I do. But this movie is less fan service, less Easter eggs, but it's still enough of the infused organic matter that I think we're trying to acknowledge that the Friedkin film is a masterpiece and it's what's our inspiration, and we could be so lucky to be in the arena with that franchise.
David, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. I wish I could talk to you for longer, but I've got to go.
Oh yeah, next time.
Congrats on the movie, and I hope you get Bryan Cranston to sign in on the next one. That'd be great.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Something's going on with my daughter.
No! No! It's happening to my daughter too.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kevin Hart.
Hi, my name's Eric Stonestreet.
Hi, I'm Margot. I'm Journey.
I'm James McAvoy.
I'm Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm Rebel Wilson.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm going to be translating some Scottish tweets for It's Gone Viral.
On It's Gone Viral.
Ooh, on It's Gone Viral.